Alrighty, so we had Timid Tara. Tara's in her early 20s and she's hoping to improve her physical fitness. So Tara is also on the autism spectrum. And so that is really exciting. So she has a beautiful gift of hyper-focusing and the gift of really like wanting to understand things and hyper understand them. So, but with that joyous thing is her, because she's hypersensitive, flavors and stuff can be overpowering. So we thought that we would start her on a daily habit to start expanding her nutrition by keeping her on her schedule, because we don't want to overcomplicate anything. So making sure that her food is scheduled. And also by upgrading the quality. So she has an enjoyment of something like macaroni and cheese. And so you're going to use that as an example of, instead of getting a boxed macaroni and cheese, we would upgrade the quality of cheese she's using by going to sort of vegan homemade stuff, the quality of pasta, and then making sure that the food is pleasurable. So the textures she's eating and the tastes are not overwhelming, but still building that nutrition and still allowing her comfort of saying within her time slots and within the food she wants, and slowly growing from there. We also wanted her to start to become very aware of how she eats. So how many times she chews, so that her body's getting the chance to properly digest it, and also start to really enjoy the flavors as she's starting to expand what nutrition she's bringing in. We wanted her to expand her senses around what she's eating, so she starts to feel more comfortable to expand her journey into nutrition. Reflections, we wanted to really sort of also engage her in her nutritional path of how the food's making her body feel. So she can start to pay attention when she sits down within her structure and within the foods that she's already comfortable with, that we're starting to upgrade as she's eating, that she starts to pay attention to how that food is affecting her body. We wanted to also start engage with her where that food is coming from. So she starts to create a different dynamic with food, because she's already done a lot of research on nutrition. So we want to start to have a relationship with the nutrition that's really viable in there with her. For her professional help, we wanted to work with whoever she's already working with it, or continuing or encouraging more, and nutritionists and any other sort of help we could think of at that time. Deep dives we really wanted to talk about was where the food comes from. Just really start to create a relationship with what she's eating and why she's eating it. And that allowing to, when we start to have that relationship with her food and the understanding of the nutrition, we can start to teach her to how what she's eating can become more versatile. So say that lovely cheese sauce that's on her macaroni and cheese, we can go, okay, so we want to start introducing broccoli or more vegetables. We already know that you like the cheese sauce, so we can start using that cheese sauce to introduce new flavors, but not overwhelm her palate or her senses. And then getting her to start to, again, to pay attention to the impact on the body. And this is a process that's done very slowly, because we don't want to overwhelm any of this journey. And we really wanted to understand that it's a complete journey that we're going to be going through. So this is not something that's going to be done in a week or a two or anything. This is a journey that we're going to do together. Integration. Using all of the senses and starting to really calm down the nervous system around food. So again, we're not overshocking her system. Mindfulness eating, getting to enjoy the pleasure and the sensations, but making sure that we're not overdoing those sensations always. And conversations around the food too. So really starting to create community and comfort around the food. Making it fun, well, I think just everything should be fun. So that's just my personal goal in life. So again, we engage with Tara with what is fun. So is she comfortable cooking? Then we would do cooking with her. If she's not comfortable cooking, then is it better to bring in food that's prepared, but in those nutritional constructs? We really want to engage the pleasure aspect of it. So nothing's scary, it's fun and engage. Presentation, always fun, make it look pretty. We're more likely to eat it. And we want to be flexible within the consistency for her. So if she has a regimented eating time, but something happens in the day, she doesn't have to beat herself up if it doesn't happen. We don't beat her up if things don't happen. We create a dialogue that's really going to make it a pleasurable experience.
Amazing.
Ta-da. Yeah. Ta-da!
Thank you so much,
I think I nailed it. Thank
for
you.
the share.
Yeah.
I love the idea of picking a food that she already loves and then making it healthier. So the mac and cheese was a great idea. And then maybe having her pick one of her favorite green vegetables like broccoli or asparagus or kale. And maybe kale's not as popular, but and just adding that one. So I think that was a brilliant
and also
idea.
taking a vegetable that we're not familiar with and then being able to familiarize it by taking something we got, right? Like kale. Not everyone's keen on it, but it is a way to make it more pleasurable and palatable. Yeah.
Love that.
Awesome. Yay.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.